Good morning. Welcome to your program, Agenda, here on Cignal TV, One News Channels 8 and 250. And thank you for all of you who are subscribers of Cignal TV and those of you who catch Agenda via Facebook and on YouTube. Maraming salamat po. God bless you today. And today is June 21, 2023, and according to the news, it's supposed to be the longest day and the shortest night. For those of you who are my age, I'm sure you remember the movie The Longest Day. Okay, but we will talk more about The Longest Day later. But for today, in case you're curious, ano yung pag-uusapan? Well, let me ask. Are you a motorcycle rider? Are you a motorcycle owner? Are you a big bike rider? We are going to discuss that with the concerns of bikers, particularly on EDSA and on the national roads, with our guest today, because there is now a focus being placed on the return of the no contact apprehension policy appeal of the MMDA, but also concern of many sectors, because there are many recorded accidents, collisions, sabit, etc. on our roads, not just EDSA. Please be aware. The world is not EDSA alone, okay? There are many cities, towns in the provinces where motorcycle riders are getting entangled in accidents, where they are involved in road rage, etc., or they are the victims of road rage. So we will tackle that with our guest today, who is, of course, a rider, so that we can get the view of riders, okay? But before that, let's go to our daily starter. And if you are a parent, okay? Kung parent ka, ikaw ay ama, ina, hindi lang isang taong magulang, okay? But a parent, please pay attention to our daily starter because it's important, okay? And it comes from Franklin Delano Roosevelt, FDR, or Franklin Delano Roosevelt. And he says, we cannot always build a future for our youth, but we can build our youth for the future. Normally, parents always try to ensure the future of their children. Parents want to provide for the future of their parents, but not all parents have money, not all parents have resources or are rich, etc. And sometimes it is not, well, most of the time, as FDR pointed out, it is not just about preparing a future for them, but preparing them for the future. Are your children raised up with integrity, with determination, with grit, with hope, with confidence? Okay, yung pampatibay, pampatigas ng buto, pampalakas ng loob, as Filipinos would say. Because it's not just about, I know people who didn't get a proper quote-unquote education, never even graduated college or high school, and yet they are the best carpenters, the best plumbers, aircon technicians, etc. They are able to raise their own children and send them through college. So, tandaan niyo po yan, okay? Hindi lang pera, yaman at degree ang magpapaganda ng kinabukasan ng anak niyo, okay? Let us prepare them for the future, okay? Sabi nga nung libron, di ba? Future-proof your children. Okay, now let's go to the front page of the Philippine Star, January 21, 2023, Wednesday. The time is 8:05 in the morning. We are broadcasting from Barrio Capitolio, Pasig. Thank you, PLDT Home Fiber Optic Internet. The headline of the Philippine Star today: Bantag being tipped off to evade arrest. DOJ official cites former Bucor's chief's network within the police. Former Bureau of Correction Bucor Chief Gerald Bantag has been receiving tips that have helped him evade authorities. Leads on his whereabouts, the DOJ said yesterday. Okay, according to an official of the DOJ, former Bucor Chief Bantag has so many contacts, kabatch, kabaro, in various law enforcement agencies that it makes it impossible for them to actually arrest Bantag. Okay. Heads up lang po, before you started chasing Bantag, there are many killers, robbers, rapists, kumbaga, murderers in the country that our law enforcement agencies have yet to arrest, to capture, etc. Example lang po, glaring 34, missing persons involved in the e-sabong online sabong who disappeared. If you cannot find the bodies of 34 missing men and find out who killed them, then it doesn't surprise us that you cannot find two men na kabaro pa ninyo. Okay, TVJ, Tito Vic, Joey, legit Dabarkads, welcome to new home. Okay, TVJ, legit Dabarkads, welcome to It Bulaga shows might have a showdown on July 1. As the original host of the longest running noontime show, Tito Soto, Vic Soto, and Joey De Leon, also known as TVJ, are dead set on using the title for their new program on TV5. Under an investment agreement deal with MediaQuest, TV5 is the new home of TVJ as well as other hosts of It Bulaga after they severed ties with producer, television, and production exponents Tape Inc. and left GMA7 after 28 years. Okay, so madaling salita, itutuloy ang aliwan ng TVJ It Bulaga sa TV5. Okay, and there you have the photo with the TVJ gang along with Manny V. Pangilinan, MVP, and Jane Basas of MediaQuest. Okay, so let's go to the top of the upper portion of the front page. Next, we have improved agri crucial for post-pandemic recovery. Okay, according to a speech given by President Bongbong Marcos, the Philippines cannot recover from the impact of the COVID pandemic if its farming sector does not improve, President Marcos said yesterday. Okay, the president also quoted research and statements made by different international financial agencies such as the World Bank and the ADB that have pointed out that until and unless the Philippines improves the state of Philippine agriculture, okay, we will not be able to get back on track. Okay, I do hope President Bongbong Marcos reads my column today in the Philippine Star in the very same edition where I pointed out that you need to prioritize the farmers. Okay? Prioritize nyo po ang farmers bago nyo prioritize yung importation, yung mga tiga-agency, etc. Meanwhile, Pag-asa, the longest day on June 21. The summer solstice on June 21 marks the longest day and shortest night for the year in the Philippines, according to the State Weather Bureau. The Philippine Atmospheric, Geophysical, and Astronomical Services Administration, or Pag-asa, said the sun will rise, okay, or rose at 5:28 a.m. and will set at 6:28 p.m. Okay, so mamaya gabi na, matutulog si Haring Araw. Okay, meanwhile, going further in the news, senators, eto na, okay, senators back plan to hire nursing flunkers. Ang lupit naman ninyong magsulat, okay? Pinalagan ng mga senador, okay? The plan of newly appointed, ano ba ito? Acting? Bakit siya naging acting? I thought he was sworn in. Anyway, senators are not supportive of the idea of, quote, acting Health Secretary Teodoro Herbosa to allow unlicensed nurses to work in government hospitals to address the shortage of health workers. The DOH chief earlier said that nursing graduates who failed their board exam with scores between 70 to 74% will be employed in government hospitals. Okay, yan po. Hindi naman po, nako, ewan ko ba, I don't wanna comment here, but I can't help it. I'm sorry, I can't help it. If you can't get enough nurses, okay, and you don't have enough training facilities, and it costs 500,000 pesos to send a student through 4 or 5 years of nursing, paupers cannot be choosers. Okay, so let's go on to the bottom story. Canceled flights blamed on supplier. Leading air carriers in the country are forced to cancel flights due to lack of aircraft on the ground as a shortage in jet engines causes headaches to both local and international airlines. Okay, totoo po yan. Okay, sources told the Star that both PAL and Cebu Pacific are experiencing delays in the delivery of jet engines from aviation supplier Pratt and Whitney. I know for a fact that the airlines have been trying to keep quiet on the problem because they don't want to affect the relationships with the suppliers. But ayan, nilabas na yung katotohanan, hindi po ma-service ng mabilis yung mga eroplano which have a limited flying time, okay? For those of you who are not aware or don't know, all those airplanes are only allowed certain flying times or flying hours. After the set flying hour is used up, you need to ground the aircraft or send the aircraft to a service facility in Singapore, Canada, America, or Germany, if I'm correct. And there, seservisan. Ang problema, buong mundo gustong magpa-service after COVID-19 lockdowns. Okay, so there you go. Last but not the least, okay, a very sad photo. Military personnel carried the casket of the late senator and armed forces chief Rodolfo Biazon as he was laid to rest at the libingan ng mga bayani in Taguig City yesterday. Right photo shows Montserrat Biazon with her husband's military cap during the necrological rites. Okay. We here on Agenda would like to send out our prayers, our condolences, and our love to the family of Senator Biazon and especially to his son Rufi, who is a personal friend and also who has guested on the program along with Senator Biazon here on Agenda on numerous occasions. Our prayers go with you. Okay, let's now move on to the program proper. And as I mentioned, our conversation today will revolve around the issues encountered, challenges faced by motorcycle riders, owners, and of course, law enforcers. Okay, Gab, please roll out the Betamax.
The MMDA insisted that the controversial no-contact apprehension policy is helpful in implementing rules and thus vital in avoiding road crashes and accidents. In turn, this also keeps the vulnerable motorcycle riders safer on the road. The motorcycle lanes in Commonwealth Avenue is another welcome development and has worked for the benefit of riders, says MMDA Acting Chairman Romando Artes.
Successful siya in a way dahil nabawasan una yung aksidente. Pangalawa, nagkakaroon na po ng change ng mindset, lalong-lalo na sa nagmumotor. As I've said, majority po sa kanila ay sumusunod.
But without NCAP, safeguarding the lane can become a challenge. Artes bear they need to deploy more traffic enforcers just to monitor the lane.
At sa gabi, kailangan na po namin i-pull out yung aming mga tao dahil delikado po na nakatayo sila sa gitna ng karsada sa gabi. Pag bumilis po ang daloy ng traffic, ay baka ma-aksidente po yung ating enforcers.
And while more motorists have adjusted to the motorcycle lane in Commonwealth, due to the amount of work needed, MMDA admits that replicating the lane on EDSA is not yet seen in the near future. Let's discuss this topic more on today's Agenda.
Arturo Atoy Santa Cruz is the Director for Administration for Motorcycle Philippines Federation. Santa Cruz has been tapped by various organizations and agencies including the Land Transportation Office to serve as instructor on road safety. He also worked in the media sector as a photographer and reporter.
Good morning, Sir Atoy. Are you with us today?
Good morning, Cito. Dito tayo.
Okay, I don't know, Gab, are we just doing a phoner with Atoy because we can't seem to connect? But we will, okay, could you turn on your camera, Sir Atoy? Okay, there we go. Ayan. Okay, welcome to the program Agenda and thank you for sharing your time with us, Atoy. And what do you have to say regarding the statements made by MMDA? And what is the current situation that motorcycle riders encounter? Kasi I wrote an article after 2 weeks where riders were killed. One in Quezon City, the second one was on EDSA Carousel Bus Lane, and maraming nag-react. Ano bang saluubin nyo or what are your thoughts regarding the state of motorcycle riders in the country?
Number one, Cito, no? Ang hinahanap namin dito sa bagong ginawang exclusive motorcycle lane, no? Ang unang hinanap ko rito, kung i-extend natin ito, itong month na ibinukas ito, ilan ba na disgrasya? Nabawasan ba? Tapos, tungkol naman sa traffic, nakatulong ba sa traffic itong motorcycle lane? Kasi before, the time of Chairman Tolentino, no? Nung pinag-usapan namin itong designated motorcycle lane, binigay namin yung report kung gaano biglang bumaba ang mga aksidente sa Macapagal Avenue, sa EDSA, at saka dito sa Commonwealth. No? So, significant yung pagkakababa. And lang, after that, ang naging kulang namin doon, yung information para naman dito sa mga taga-probinsya kung paano gumamit ng designated motorcycle lane. That time, humingi kami ng tulong dito sa mga members namin at saka sa mga ibang presidente na sana miniting namin, explain nila doon sa mga tigalabas na papasok ng Metro Manila paano gamitin itong designated motorcycle lane. So ngayon, parang nakita ko, gusto na naman nilang extend. Pero ano ba naging epekto dito sa exclusive motorcycle lane? So yun ang hinahanap namin ngayon. Meron bang...
Sir, Atoy, matanong ko lang, no? So nung ginawa nyo during the time of Senator Tolentino as MMDA chairman, you said that you recorded the data, you made the report. Bumaba ba? Did accidents, collisions go down when there was a designated motorcycle lane on Macapagal, EDSA, and Commonwealth?
Bigla lang nung mawala na si Senator Tolentino, nawala na rin eh. Miski na kami, hindi na kami natawag sa MMDA regarding sa mga consultation. No?
Yeah, pero during the time bumaba.
Yes, bumaba talaga. Actually, nabother kami kasi before we used to call yung Commonwealth na ito yung tawag namin dyan, marami talagang namamatay dyan. Killer Road, no? Nung na-control ang motor ng Commonwealth, binigyan ng MMDA, binigyan ng speed limit, binigyan sila designated lane, lumipat siya dito sa Marilaki. No? Sa Marilaki naman ngayon, dito sa lugar, ito ngayon na naging killer highway. So, thanks to yung Governor Remulla at kay Senator Villa, hinigpitan nila, thank you dito sa kila Inares, hinigpitan nila itong Marilaki. No? Nilagyan ng pulis, tumulong ng LTO, then may mga ibang agency na tumulong, binigyan din ng speed limit, hinuli mga pasaway, lumipat naman sila dito sa Cavite. Yung sinasabi sa tunnel. So, dumami na naman ang aksidente, doon lumipat yung mga grupo. No? Pasalamat ako kay Governor Remulla, hinold naman yan. Binigyan na naman ng mga polis, binantayan sila. No? Bumaba na naman ang aksidente. Lumipat na naman ulit ito sa Commonwealth at saka dito sa Macapagal. Ngayon, to tell you frankly, gulong-gulo na kami talaga ngayon.
Okay, so what is the problem? Kasi clearly the policy of dedicated lanes are working. Malaki ang nagagawang kabutihan nito. So let's address it step by step, if you don't mind, Sir Atoy, ano? So agree tayong dalawa and marami yung mga authorities agree na nakakatulong yung dedicated motorcycle lane. So that's one. Number two, ang point mo, dapat lumalabas yung study, yung data, yung information para malaman ng policymakers, authorities, experts kung nakakatulong, gaano kaganda, gaano karami ang nababawasang aksidente. So we're okay there. Now, as far as yung mga pasaway, mga kamote riders, etc., pulis lang ba ang katapat niyan? Law enforcer ba? Law enforcement ba? Or talagang bagsikan or, toughen up the penalties? Some people have said, well, in other countries, you are caught with illegal racing, reckless driving, the combination of both. You can't drive for 1 to 2 years.
Dito, siguro, ito, sa sarili ko opinion ito, tsaka sa experience ko, sa dami ko ito ng seminar, tsaka mga convention, ang talagang lumalabas, we have to educate them. We have to educate them. Itong mga pasaway na sinasabi natin, no? Itong pasaway, kamote rider, kanyan nagbibigay kami ng seminar.
Mhm.
No? Katulong namin ng LTO. Yung seminar namin, bandang huli, 5 years ago, when I was talking to Senator Revilla at saka kay Senator Roland Regarda, akala nila, sabi nila, pasawa yung mga rider. Ang sabi ko, ma'am, marami kaming study, kailangan, we have to educate them.
Mhm.
After educating them, we have to, ang enforcer na, ang dapat humuli sa kanila, sabihin natin kung ano yung mali. So, ang ginawa namin, 4 years ago, nagbigay kami ng exam. No, Cito, nagbigay kami ng exam before we start the seminar. Itong mga kamote rider, or we can say beginner, ayoko na silang tawagin na kamote rider, beginner.
Pasensya ka na, Atoy, ha? Ginagamit ko lang. I am only using the terminology of riders. It is the good riders who are calling them kamote rider. Hindi po ako, mga kaibigan. Baka i-crucify nyo na naman ako, no? I am just using their own language.
Bigyan na kita ng regarding kamote rider. It was my first interview, no? With Doris Bigonya when I called them kamote rider.
Ayun. Ikaw pala may kasalanan, Atoy.
Kasi, ang pa namin dyan, yung the kamote rider, ito, I can say, talagang kamote. Nagbigay kami ng exam. Ako hanggang ngayon, nakatago sa akin, ayoko alisin talaga yung mga exam. Siguro ngayon, nabigyan namin out of mga 10,000 na nabigyan namin ng mga rider. Wala pang 10% ang pumasa. Kung lang yan, simple exam yan.
Ano yung exam? Is it the same exam that the LTO gives or exam ba ito ng banking, turning, braking sa motor? Anong klase exam naman yan?
Exam ito, Cito. Road sign, road marking, at saka yung konting batas regarding motorcycle. 46 question. So sinasabi na namin hindi na sila bagsak. Pagka nakuha mo is mga 40%, yung nasagot mo yung 40, hindi ka mahuhuli at saka hindi ka rin madidisgrasya. Pag nasa 30 ang nakuha mo, may posibilidad mahuli ka kasi hindi mo alam yung mga road sign eh. No? May posibilidad mahuli ka, then kung ka ng road crash. Maka-create ka ng road crash. Pagka nag-20 pababa ka, get in touch with the orthopedic and saka sa St. Peter na. Kasi hindi mo alam.
Pero sabi mo, only 10% out of several thousand ang pumasa.
Yes. Ganoon. Nasa akin ang record. Hindi ko tinatapon yung mga exam dito sa bahay.
Wow. So only 10% out of several thousand past actual hindi nga motorcycle riding skills ang pinag-uusapan. Ang pinag-uusapan natin, road sign, road safety.
Yes. Oo.
Okay. Now, dun ba sa exam mo, na-check mo, Atoy, kung yung mga nag-e-exam underwent riding school? Kasi kami, nung kinukulit ako ng mga dabarkads ko na, Kuyang, balik ka na sa motor, mag-ride ka ulit. Sabi ko, pwede ba? Na-trauma na ako ng one time, big time. Ayoko na. Hindi, Kuyang, mag-aral ka lang. I looked, I couldn't find. Yung bang mga nagmumotor ngayon, from bicycle to motorcycle, diretso, walang schooling?
Hindi ko masabing walang schooling kasi marami dyan nagmamatalin-matalinuhan Pero pag dumating na talaga doon sa binibigyan namin, tsaka yung tinatanong namin yung mga tanong, medyo mabibisto ba na talaga sila na part sila ng mga hindi nila alam
Okay, hindi, klaro na yun, Atoy, na hindi nila alam. They don't know. Illiterate sila. Let's call a spade a spade. They're illiterate or ignorant regarding those road signs, road safety, etc. But what about actual riding a motorcycle? Kasi maraming akala, kung marunong ka magbisikleta, marunong ka magmotor. Kanya ako na-aksidente. Kasi ganun ako.
Hindi. Maraming ganun talaga. I'll give you one kung bakit ako na-involved ng todo dito sa road safety. Number one, nung I was working with SC Kimco, kami nag-i-import ng motor, na-trained ako sa Taiwan talaga, na talaga ang mga Taiwanese, they are more conscious of road safety. Hindi yung basta bentahan ka ng motor, no, hindi. Tinitingnan na nila yung mga safety feature na nilagay nila sa motorcycle. Kanya ako na-involve ng todo rito, nandun ako sa Laguna. Just give you one short story. Nung nandun ako, may bumili ng motor namin. No? Tuwa naman ako, ang na-approve doon sa loan, yung nanay. Yung nanay na-approve. So, isang nga na pumipirma. Dumating yung anak, nakagagraduate ng high school. May lisensya siya. O sabi niya, anak, eto na, umuwi ka na, doon na tayo magkita sa bahay. Naunang umuwi yung nanay, yung anak namatay. Na-aksidente sa highway.
Dala yung bagong biling motor.
Yes.
And you know, Atoy, hindi naman po, ladies and gentlemen, hindi kami nagdadrama dito. I am known in my neighborhood in Lipa City, in Barangay Inusluban. Sinisit ako, I literally stop riders who don't have helmets at mga kaskasero. Magalit na ako, magalit. I talk to them nicely like a kuya, like a father. And one time, exactly that. I stopped this young man, high school, makulit, nagmumotor. Sabi ko, iho ko, hindi kita mapipigil na wag mo nang magmotor hanggat legal age ka na. Mag-helmet ka. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Gagawin ko po yun. That year, he did not graduate. Graduating siya high school, namatay siya in a road accident, in a motorcycle crash. And that's just one of at least 3 that I personally know. So, yung mga unang nag-bash sa akin when I wrote a column, when they found or heard that story, they said, respect kuya kasi hindi namin alam ganun pala yung mga nakita mo. Anyway, we'll go for a quick break, Atoy. When we come back, can you please address ito yung mga issue? Kasi yung sinulat ko nga sa column, maybe you can address the issues regarding motorcycles and road safety. We'll be right back here on Agenda.
Through the years, the Philippines has seen a huge surge in the gig economy. And a big part of the sector are riders, with close to 500,000 platform workers in ride-hailing, food, and courier services. That's why there has also been a rising clamor to provide benefits and social protection to these riders. Several transport groups, meanwhile, have also urged government to lift motorcycle taxi limits as it has become a viable and convenient alternative to commuters. So how do we keep them safe on the road? That's another topic for today's agenda.
Okay, welcome back to your program agenda, and with us is our guest for today. He is the Director for Administration, Motorcycle Philippines Federation, Sir Atoy Santa Cruz. Atoy, you said earlier you gave a written test to thousands of motorcycle riders, and only 10% passed the awareness of road signs, road safety, and basic motorcycle operations. Now, what are your suggestions? Or one would think na dapat nagkatuloy-tuloy na, panahon pa ni Senator Loren Legarda, etc. Dapat natuloy-tuloy na yung mga education program. Ano ba ang state of motorcycle rider education?
Well, alam mo, nagsimula kami from the time of ASEC Lubibaw, no?
Oh.
LTO. So, ang nangyayari, pag nagpalit ng administration, putol na naman yung namin. Putol na naman yung ugnayan namin or MOA namin. So, yun ang nangyayari sa atin. Then, the time of ASEC Swansea, if you remember, no? Yeah. That time, medyo nagko-consult sa akin si ASEC Swansea regarding on motorcycle, tsaka alam din niya yung anak niya is a racer. So sabi ko, sir, huwag tayong mag-isip ng batas mag-opya lang tayo. Kamukha ng ginagawa ng Australia. Mm-hmm. Ang Australia, bago ka makapag-purchase ng motor, no, let's say yung moped or small bike, kailangan kumuha ka ng seminar. Sir, pwede ba natin gawing administrative order na lahat ng bibili ng motor, pwede ba magkaroon tayo ng administrative order? Kailangan may seminar, magka-seminar sila.
Okay, Atoy, interject lang ako, no? One would think if a law is passed, that is long-term, that is forever. Ika nga, walang nagkwe-question ng batas sa Pilipinas. Bakit ayaw nyo ng batas? Kasi ako, ang dami ko nang nakitang administrative order na nilagay sa cabinet eh.
Alam mo, Cito, umupo ako ngayon sa Congress as a minsan resource person, minsan consultant. Ang problema rito, mga lobbyists Bigyan na lang kita ng sample, yung gusto ko na bago ka makapag-rehistro ng motor, talagang conscious ka sa road safety. Yung mga motor, dapat pag nirehistro yan, higpitan nyo, kailangan hindi kalbogulo. Kailangan yan. Tapos, yung kailangan, magkaroon sila ng seminar. Kaso, may mga lobbyists, na mga manufacturer, na ayaw nila kasi babagal daw ang benta nila.
Ayaw.
Marami. Ako, sa tanda ko na to, minsan nadi-disappoint na ako. Lalo na dyan sinasabi natin yung illegal race sa mga barangay. No? Kanino ba sila kumuha ng permit? Kamukha lang bibigyan kita ng sample, helmet law. Ang helmet law, dito ko lang nakikita na may sa Metro Manila You go to provinces.
Ay nako, wala.
Punta ka lang Rizal, dito sa malapit sa Rizal. Diba? Siguro, ako ngayon
So okay, so the point is, as far as Congress and Senate is concerned, you are convinced nothing will happen because they are so influenced by lobbyists.
Yes.
Okay. Di ba may mga meron daw mga hero, mga champion diyan sa Senado, si Senator J.V. Ejercito. he postures as a hero of motorcycle or champion of motorcycle riders. Nakakausap ba ninyo siya or is he opposed to this kind of law?
Alam mo, may time lumalabas talagang super kontrabida na ako no? Like, eto lang, bigyan na lang kita ng sample. Bakit sila nanahimik? Itong huling-huling maraming na disgrasya dito sa let's say endurance run or what run ito. Ang dami
yung Ironman, yung boss?
Ikaw na nagsabi niyan.
Hindi. I call a spade a spade. I have been opposed to that endurance race 24 hours because it is a high risk type of racing or of road race.
Ang sabi ko nga before, yan ba endurance run or what or race? Yan ang mga question ko Pero itong huli nangyari na to. Meron ka bang nakita na senator, congressman, na nag-privilege speech regarding the safety? Pero pagka nasa labas yung mga tao na yan, they are sinasabi nila, ako, for road safety.
Ilan ba na disgrasya do sa huling karera?
Unofficial kinontrol nila. Pero kaming alam na dalawang nabalian talaga sa Ilocos. Yung iba hindi na na-report nakalagay lang sa police blotter. Walang sila motorcycle accident. Pero meron ba tumayo? Kung meron tayong mga hero, meron bang nagsabi na teka muna, pag-aralan natin yan, ilimit natin yan ako na yan. Kasi sila madalas mo sinasabi sa mga kapwa ko rider, etong kalye natin, hindi ito design para sa racetrack Pero walang nagsasabi ng ganyan dyan
And provincial roads are not designed for a large number of high-speed motorcycles crossing through them at late hours. Kumbaga, walang ilaw ang karamihan ng mga provincial roads, hindi maayos o patag ang mga provincial roads. And then you are going to drive through. How many ang mga tumatakbo dun sa ganong klase, Atoy?
Yung tumakbo na lang dyan, yung mag-run dyan na ganyang kabilis, meron bang nagawa ang LTO? Yung mga ilaw na ginamit nila, yung speed na binayolate nila, wala. Dapat kung tutusin yan, pag hinuli mo yan, ang daming violation na nagawa niyang race na yan
And normally, because it is announced well in advance, dapat pinaghandaan na ng highway patrol, ng PNP, ng LTO all over the planned route.
Number of violation, speed limit. So dinaanan nila, ano ba dapat na speed limit dyan? Yung nag-disgrasya sa ako, tumatakbo rin ng 180 kanya nabulaga yung kotse. Nasilaw siya doon sa lakas ng ilaw. Yung nag-head-on sa interview, ang sabi nung nakakotse, nagkaroon siya ng temporary blindness kasi ang lakas ng ilaw ng pasalubong niya at ang bilis.
Well, that is now common. Dun lang sa amin sa Lipa, Batangas. Common na yan na pag nandoon ka sa Laurel Highway, ay makakasalubong ka ng mga scooter. Maraming scooter na naka-high intensity lamps. Hindi mo na malaman kung ano yung kasalubong mo at nasaan kasi 2, 3 ang ilaw nila. Scooter lang sila. Kumbaga, parang tutubi, nilagyan mo ng football stadium lights.
At saka, alam mo, number 1 talaga, we have to educate them. We have to educate them. For me, sa personal sa akin yun. Kaya ako, hanggang ngayon talagang continuous kami na nagbibigay kami ng seminar. Yun lang talaga siguro Once na educate mo, enforce mo yung batas. Malaman lang nila. Kasi alam mo yung, ayoko na tawagin silang kamote rider. Nung huling in-interview ulit ako, nabigla na sabi ko, hindi sila kamote rider, bobo sila.
Bobo.
Kasi hindi lang ang batas.
Okay, but okay, so alam mo, as they say, no, pwede mong sisihin yung bata, pero kung yung magulang ang dahilan, you can blame or you can find fault in a child. But if the child is misbehaving because the parent is failing, then it is not always the fault of the parent. And that analogy I use for bikers. Kasi many of the bikers in the Philippines, parang they're just transition. Parang it is their immediate promotion in life. Kumbaga, dati, sir, nagbibisikleta lang ako. Ngayon, may scooter na ako. Yung aking isang alaga sa Lipa, sosyal eh. Dati, nakakotse na nga. Nag-scooter. Ayaw na raw niya ng kotse. Doon na siya sa magandang scooter. But the question is, okay, let's go to law enforcement. Kausap natin yesterday, Chairman Artes, and Chairman Artes said, Cito, we need to restore the NCAP. We are appealing to the Supreme Court to restore the NCAP. Now, I know so many people are opposed to it because, number one, marami raw corruption, illegal arrest, etc., etc. But our Chairman Artes said, many of that has been addressed by the single ticket system. Now, kayo, ano ang position nyo, Atoy, regarding NCAP?
Alam mo, Cito, unang question ko dyan, no? On the air tayo. Meron bang corruption when we talk of that NCAP?
Mm-hmm.
Personally, tatanungin kita, meron bang corruption when it comes to that NCAP?
I can't answer that because ako, to my knowledge, hindi pa ako nahuhuli sa NCAP dahil mabait akong driver daw. But you know, I mean, you answer your question, I don't know.
Kasi ang sabi ko, kung implement natin ang NCAP, mahopya tayo. Huwag yung ang maglalagay ng mga CCTV dyan is yung private companies.
Okay. Kung wag negosyohin ang law enforcement.
Tingnan mo,
Okay.
sabi na walang corruption kasi yung 30% or 40% napupunta sa gobyerno eh. Okay, let's talk about the 60%. Kanino napupunta yung 60%? May
Sa
kausap
investor.
May kausap ako dyan. Magkakabit na CCTV. Sige, 40%, 60% doon sa operator. Yung kasi sila.
Okay. So wag negosyohin yung NCAP.
Ibigay mo na sa gobyerno. Magkano lang ang CCTV? CCTV, how much?
Okay.
Pero pagka kinumpit sa... Tapos, pwede ba may isingit lang ako, no?
Yes.
Kasi ngayon, we're going back to motoskwela, yung ginawa namin 8 years ago. Hindi ko na rin masisi dito yung mga magulang eh, when it comes sa motorcycle. Etong mga estudyante, pagdating sa gabi, itinatakas yung motor ng mga tatay, nakikipagkarera. So ngayon, medyo kinabahan na naman kami kasi may mga tanong, wala kaming official data, official record. Eto na naman yung mga bata na namamatay na walang lisensya, tinatakas sa gabi yung motor ng tatay nila. Which is ayaw naman ng magulang yun. So, we're going back to motoskwela. Gusto namin mag-seminar ulit sa mga eskwela. Nakikipag-coordinate kami sa DILG.
Okay, well, I support you on that. Nasulat ko na rin yan sa column ko that it should become part of the educational or additional education of many students kasi even in the US, in Europe, there is driver's education program. So, dapat dito rin siguro. Ngayon, okay, so NCAP, sabi mo, dapat balik sa gobyerno. You want the motoskwela program brought back. What about yung penalties? Kasi magalit na kung magalit. Pero you said copy the model in other countries. In other countries, if you are caught in illegal racing, they will confiscate your car, whether on-site or at home, pag nakuhanan ka ng plaka or video, they will confiscate your license and you will have a suspended license for, I think, 6 months to 1 year. And in severe cases, you are barred from driving. Now, ano ang posisyon mo sa ganun? Yung mga Marilake kamote, yung mga yung mga nandoon sa may Nasugbu ba yun? Tunnel racers, etc.
Siguro, ang suggestion ko dyan, hindi penalty. Alam mo, suggestion ko dyan, pagka meron ditong, I'll give you an example, Marcos Highway, na namatay dito sa amin, sa karera, kotse, tsaka motorsiklo. Kung sino ang enforcer, o sino ang highway patrol, o sino ang police na involved dyan, na pag meron nagkarera, may namatay dito, ang ikulong natin yung enforcer. Alam mo kung bakit?
Bakit?
Kasi pag nagpustahan sila, may porsyento yung mga enforcer. Huwag lang silang mahuli. Pag nagsumbong ka, dadating sila ng late siya, nakatakbo, ang bibilis nila. Pero kausapin mo yung nag-organize ng karera, 20% ng total yung total na pusta napupunta sa mga lagayan.
So you're saying, Atoy, na itong mga, kasi ako, I always thought, yung Marilake race na yan, or mga, alam mo na, mga joyride, akala ko trip-trip lang. Tayong dalawa, I'm sure, no, kabataan mo, mabigat din yung paa mo sa pedal. Ako, ganun din. But I never really participated in those drag race on Ortigas Avenue, okay? Or on Meralco Avenue, to be specific, no? Or Quezon Boulevard. Parang nagkakaalaman ngayon kung saan tayo nagpupunta, no? Pero noon, parang, trip-trip eh. Until naging pustahan nga. Meron nga mga pustahan na kotse, palit kotse, or pusta kotse. But dito meron ng pera, meron pang mga meron pang mga spotter protector.
Meron din yung Marilake race, no, na gusto ko talaga tanggalan ng lisensya yung dalawa ng karera. Kaya lang, malas yung isang karera na yan, na-disgrasya sa racetrack eh. Kalahating milyon ng pustahan yung race na yan.
Magkano?
500,000.
500,000 pesos on the race.
Yes. Maraming nagsusumbong sa amin, maraming, meron pa nga dyan 3 million eh.
Sandali, ito yung mga scooter, motorcycle lang ito, boss. Ano ito? Patla? Kumbaga, sama-sama ang pusta?
Meron rin siya. Balita ko, siya lang, isang tao lang na sumasalo. Sige, pustahan mo yan. Sa loob lahat kung meron magpapatlak dyan sa grupo na yan.
Okay. So yung one racer, sama-sama yung pusta nila, yung kalaban nila may financier.
Meron.
Para pala sabong yan, ano?
Talaga. Sabi ko nga sa'yo pag may nabalita kayo sa Marcos Highway na nagkarera, tanggalin mo yung enforcer dito.
Okay.
Penalize mo. O miski na takasan mo
I-suspend, i-penalize yung highway patrol officer of the area, yung police precinct commander of the area, yung law enforcement chief of the area. I-penalize mo. Kasi pagka i-penalize mo yung mga bata, wala naman nakakahuli. Ang bibilis na tumakbo eh. Oo. Okay, but yeah, so medyo nightmare pala ang situation. Now, so I think marami ka nang pinaputok eh. Ika nga, puro 5-star ang pinaputok mo here on agenda. I'm sure na shock ang ating mga viewers. Now, let's go to all of these modifications, etc. Nako, kawawa na naman yung LTO dito. Because napansin ko lang, boss, no? Ang daming scooter ngayon, tunog big bike na. And maraming nagko-complain, nagagalit kasi sabi, alam mo boss, kung isa lang yung dumadaan o 5 yung dumadaan sa'yo na hindi naman sunod-sunod, okay lang. Pero kung 10 sila sa traffic light at lahat sila nagpapaugong ng motor na akala mo tunog big bike, nabubulabog yung barangay o yung bayan. Now, ano ba ito? Bagong uso na naman ba ito? Sino bang nagbebenta nito at bakit pinapayagan ito?
Alam mo, number one, when you talk of decibel, no? Wala pa tayong certain decibel ngayon na batas. Kaya pinag-usapan hanggang hindi matapos sa Congress yan na magpasa ng batas. Ano bang decibel ang gagamitin? Pero to give you an idea, during the time of ASEC Swansea, nagkaroon kami ng usapan tungkol sa decibel. Anong decibel ba ang dapat ibigay sa 150 cc pababa na motorsiklo? No, ayan, we're talking of these modifications sa tambucho. Ang napag-usapan namin doon, gayahin natin sa Japan. So, ang 150cc rito, kinuha namin is 115 decibel. So, yan ang kinuha ng LTO noon. 115 decibel. Inaamin na namin ngayon na nagkaroon kami ng pagkakamali. Kasi pala, yung kinopya namin sa Japan, karamihan ng ospital, karamihan ng eskwela, ang building naka-soundproof. Tapos yung mga tulay nila, may sound barrier.
Ayun. Okay, pero napakasimple naman yan, Atoy, di ba? Original equipment of manufacturer, OEM lang dapat ang sundin.
Yes, oh.
Ba't hindi mapatupad yon? Bakit hindi ginagawa ng LTO yun?
Alam mo, Louie, ako, hindi ko sa kinakampihan ng LTO,
Oo.
Okay. Papatupad dyan, ilan ang enforcer ng LTO na pwedeng manghuli niyan?
10.
Papanahuli siya buong Pilipinas yan.
Okay.
Helmet law. Ilan ang po pwede sumita sa helmet law? Tingnan mo yung IRR niyan. Ano ginawa ng manufacturer dyan?
So in other words, kanya-kanya na lang, tiiso na lang tayo until magkaroon ka ulit ng version ni Rodrigo Duterte na galit sa mga violations.
Alam mo, minsan gusto ko na lang magsasalita ako. Sasabihin, kontrabida ako. Pero ako talaga, may mga grupo kami, and tinataka na yata ako with Decia Cobo, na one of the world road safety warrior ako.
Okay, anyway, I would like to join your group. Please count me in. Ako, hindi ako nagsasawa kahit na anong label ang gawin nila sa akin. Alam ko naman kung sino yung mga taong iiritahin para magkaroon ng pagbabago. Anyway, Atoy Santa Cruz, thank you very much for your time and please keep it up. Keep up the good work because Atoy, at the end of the day, buhay ang nakataya, mainis man sila, binubuhay pa rin natin sila. Okay, thank you, God bless you, and take care.
Ay, thank you rin, Cito.
Okay, that's Atoy Santa Cruz, Director for Administration, Motorcycle Philippines Federation. Magalit na po yung magalit, pero kung kayo maaksidente, mabalda. You know, some people say, well, it's their own lookout. If you are maimed, paralyzed in a motorcycle accident or cause the death or paralysis of an innocent person, other people will live with the burden. Okay, so that's what we're doing here. Okay, let's go to the blessing of the week. Psalm 91 verses 15 to 16. Gab, on the screen, he will call on me and will answer him. I will be with him in trouble. I will deliver him and honor him. With long life, I will satisfy him and show him my salvation. May God save you, protect you, bless you, and keep you healthy. Please include us in your prayers and please keep it here on One News.